Yeah, this bare minimum web service we need to migrate to, we need to enhance uh, to read data from the database present in the as present as response. Whenever a user has given any data, take the data and send back to the background components, so that the background components will take and store into database table. That is the whole objective. So for that, my entity, what is my entity name? Person, right? So person related all classes, let us take from the previous project, or maybe it's previous, maybe anywhere. So any JPA application I will take from there. SRC main Java, this controller main application not required, exception model, yeah, all exception model, repo and entity, service, all methods. So what I can do logically, instead of copying from here, I'll copy from the file system. So what I can do here, right click to properties. So go to that folder. In the files. See here, Spring Boot Demo 1, SRC main Java. Yeah, this only folder, because this folder only have all other packages. Okay, copy. Where I want to keep this? In REST, Spring Boot REST, SRC main Java. Oh, com already is there. So okay, paste, merge. Now com, inside com rebel. Yep, everything I have. But this one, it is not required. Two classes are there. One application, Spring Boot REST application, Spring Boot JPA demo. Not this one. I don't want this main class. Main class not required. Spring Boot REST demo, that is fine. And then service I have, repo I have, model, exception, controller, home controller, that one which I wrote here, that is. So once after I have copy pasted in the file system, make sure this is the project, right? Here it is not reflecting anything. com.rebel .controller, that's all. It is not reflecting anything. So right click on the project, just click on the refresh button. So you get everything here. Now it is showing so many errors because database related stuff is not there. Database related libraries are not there. So those libraries also we will copy from the other project, from where we have copied all these stuffs. Okay, JPA, POM, here in the POM.xml. So far I have only web. Along with the web, what I need to have is JPA and MySQL connector. These two things I need. So take these two things and go into the current project's POM.xml. This is the current project, POM.xml. After the web, not exactly after the web, wherever you want, you can paste. So as soon as I pasted here, simple, very quick progress bar appeared in the lower right corner and gone, because already downloaded repositories we have to refer from here. So it's very fraction, very quickly, very little amount of time it takes to finish the task. Done. Then one more thing I need, that is JPA properties, JDBC properties. All these things are there in the application properties file. So that also let us take from the previous project. Application properties file we take from the previous project and put into the current project resources. Done everything. So now my RESTful application has become database enabled. No, data not completely database enabled. Just database JPA related configurations are done. Okay. Now what to do? The controller, home controller I have. Now employee related operations I want to do. So that what I have to do? Employee controller, another class I have to define. What I have to define? Employee controller. So make sure because so far now we have switched from one to another to one to another to one to another projects. Here there is a great chance of messing up. By accidentally you may modify the other project instead of the current project what you are doing. So make sure the current project what you are trying to modify. SpringBoot Rest application I have to modify. Okay, and here also you close all. You close all and then open again whatever you needed. Now application properties, ensure, make sure everything is there. Then controller, main application. This is SpringBoot Rest 01 application. SpringBoot Rest 01 application. This is also fine. Then the controller, home controller. Everything is perfect. Now I want to define another controller, new class. What is this controller? Employee controller. Employee controller. Okay, here employee controller need to have @REST controller. @REST controller. So we need to have so many methods. What all methods we need to have? Find all, find by ID, save, update, delete. These are the methods we need to have. So how we can perform these methods? With the help of the service class, right? Okay, right. So employee service we need to have. What do we need to have? Employee service. Employee service is not accessible. What's wrong? Oh, not employee. Actually, this is sorry. Always I'm missing here. Rename to person controller. Person service we need to have a member variable here. Person service. Person service. So this person service, are we going to create a person service class object and to use here? No. We want Spring Framework to inject the person service here. So how we can do that? Using a setter method. Using a setter method to this person service. Let's put this above all these methods. Okay, and annotate this method with the @autovoid. Now let us go to each and every method. Call the appropriate service method from here. Will do. Find all. What is the access to all methods is by default public. So list of java.util.list of person. Not person service. Person. Find all. Now here you have person service, right? Person service. No problem. The progressive order. Person service dot find all. This find all method returns all person objects that you have to return from here. Okay, in the similar way, find by ID. These two will check whether they are perfectly working or not. After that, we'll come back and upgrade with other the necessary methods. So this is also public access. Return type is person. Find by ID. One ID I am passing here. Now person service dot find a person by ID. I'm finding and then immediately I'm returning. So it is throwing some exception which I'm not going to catch here, so that throws declaration. Right. Now these methods are to be configured, annotated with proper annotations. Both of these are get mapping only. So @get mapping. What is the URL? /person/person. Now the other one is @get mapping /person/ID. That ID I want to pass here @path variable. Path variable is matching exactly with the method argument. The path variable is exactly matching with the method argument, so that you need not to mention the argument here as ID. You may mention or may not. That is not a problem here. Right. That is all. Finished. But see how many times /person we wrote so far? Only 2 times. But if you can remember the earlier the Excel file, I didn't remember whether I've closed or not. See here, all web service endpoints are starting with /person. So here all methods are going to have get mapping, post mapping, put mapping, all everywhere /person should come. So that we can simplify. How we can simplify? Here the class level itself you give one annotation, that is request mapping /person. Now you remove. Here /person already is there at the class level. Finished. Brackets also you can remove. Now here /person is the class level, /id. Even this one will work exactly the same way how the other one earlier thing works. Right. Now let us start the application. Run as Java application. I believe it will run. Now go to the postman. Remember, where is the postman? Yeah. Postman. In this postman 8080/person with what HTTP function? Get. Then send. Wow, I got all persons. See here, all persons in the form of JSON. Suppose I want to get a single person /3. Wow, I got a single person. Got this or not? So HTTP status code 200 means success or okay, and this is the response body. This area above this body, this is request. Below this gray color line, this is response. Okay, right. Now I'll try. I'm trying to read an employee, a person with the ID which is not existing. What is that? 500 internal server error. Actually, is it internal server error? No. 404 means 400 kind of an error because data not found. Okay, right. We'll address that. By the way, oh my God, what is this? So many errors. Person ID not found 334. Till then it is okay. But what is this all? Oh my God, the client gets heart attack by looking this. Because so many errors. Okay, so here exception has thrown, the method, the find by ID method has thrown exception, but the exception has not been caught by the code we mentioned. Exception catching mechanism we did not write. So we need to provide one exception handler. What do we need to define? One exception handler we need to define. Right, that will do. Custom exception is there. Custom exception handler. Plus, along with that, this message. What is this message? Predefined message. What is this? Predefined message. Instead of predefined message, let us try to display a custom exception message or error message. And 500 status message. This is wrong status message, that also let us fix. With all the necessary, the remaining operations. What are the remaining operations you have? Edit you have, save you have, delete you have. These are all things we need to fix now. Okay, right. Step by step we'll go ahead. Save. Let's try to fix the save method. Public person save person object. So now I'm trying to fix this save operation. Right, here person service dot save person the argument. So it is returning me a person object. That person object I'll return from here simply. Okay, now this has been configured with post mapping. What is the URL? See, what is the URL corresponding to this post? /person, that is root URL itself. And object is to be inserted. Request is having some data. So from where you get this person object? That is from the request. Client is sending the person object. Yeah, okay then. At the rate request, let's try something with request. Request param, request attribute, no, request body it is, request body. The whole request body is the person object. Fine. That person object is to be passed here. As simple as that. Now, again he started sounding. Yeah, now update. Public person update by ID. Okay, now, yeah, here ID, based on the ID we need to fetch a person object. That person object we need to send to the person service class method. So little lengthy task we need to do here. Yeah. So yeah, this method is connected with the put mapping, right? Then person equals to person service dot find person by ID. Okay, yeah, actually we need not do exactly this task, because we need not to do that directly. We'll try slash comma person object person, right? We'll pass two arguments. Person service dot edit person directly you pass. So you get a person object as written, that you return from here, and we are not going to do anything with the ID here. Look here, we are not going to do anything with the ID. Then why do we need to pass ID? Yeah, why do we need to pass this ID? That is just optional. I mean, web service standard, that is REST standard. That is the only reason we are sending ID. Other than that, there is no specific demand on the ID. Then what is the error here? Yeah, it is throwing an exception that we need to rethrow. Right. Here the put mapping don't need really any dependency on this ID, since it is a standard. Since it is a standard REST API standard, we are passing the ID. Now the next one is delete. Public person which you want to delete by ID. Oh, we need to write something there in the put mapping. Forgot this ID. From where you are getting this ID? At the rate path variable. And from where you are getting this person object? At the rate request body. From the request body, person object is to be created. From the path variable, from the path URL, ID is to be obtained. Okay, right. Now, similar way, let's come to delete mapping. At the rate delete mapping. Yeah, delete mapping is not going to have anything as argument, because the base URL is sufficient. I mean, root URL, that is class level URL. One small error is there. I'll come back and debug it. Please, folks, please. Right, now, person service, delete person by ID. So, return back. Now, still again, this one is also throwing exception that we need to rethrow. Right, delete mapping will take the ID. Just for cross reference, delete mapping ID, put mapping also will have ID. Right, that let us fix. Slash ID. This one is again needs to put mapping. This is all. Now RESTful application has done. But okay, few enhancements are there. We'll finish them soon. Let us stop this. Yeah, this is path variable. Thank you. It causes again so much of stress. path variable. Done. Okay, now let us start. Now it is going in black and white, means it is running as a Java application. Not a problem. What we are going to gain with the colors. Right, see here, I have retrieved one person object. Now any person object you take, just you copy this. Why I am copying? Now I am going to insert an employee, a person. So what I have to do? Drop down, go to post from the get. Once you have chosen post, simply here body enabled. Earlier body has not been enabled. When it is get, there is no body. Body is disabled. Now you go to post. Now body is enabled. Now something rubbish data it is showing, there you paste whatever you have copied earlier. Now when you are inserting a person, you are not going to give any ID, just name and email. Okay, name Suman, email ID is suman@hotmail.com. Okay, now see here, just this upper portion is request and the lower portion is response. Okay, now upon successful sending this, if everything is fine, 405 method not allowed. Person, oh, /3. No, /3 is it allowed to post? No. Remove that /3. Person, that's all. Send. Wow. See here, this is the person I have given to save, and this is the person has been saved. The request don't have request object, within the request person object don't have ID, within the response the person object have ID. Now here, what is the response code here? Success. Status 200 means success. Fine. Now let us try to read all persons. 11th one. See here, what is the 11th one? Suman, the one which I have saved. Now let us try to update this, modify. I'll select this, otherwise you select anyone. Okay, keep this copy. Go to put. In the put, again body enabled. Paste what you want to modify. Here you give the 3 also, and then Mahesh, instead of Mahesh I'll give Bahesh. I don't know Bahesh, is it a valid name or not? But let us try. ID 3, name earlier it was Mahesh, now it should be modified as Bahesh. Wow, Bahesh came. Okay, now still I have doubt whether it's modified or not. Get. Where is the 3? Yeah, Mahesh has been changed to Bahesh. Perfectly working, Bahesh. Okay. Now let us try something else. Put some other ID which is not existing. Body, the ID which is not existing. Let us send. Internal server error means a very big, huge error stack has generated in the console. No, this is not good thing. This only message should be appearing here. So that we need to handle this. Okay.